One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. So Duke's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A productive play is one that... At least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Eaton.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference, defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And, guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. And he loses the football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Trying to beat the DT. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I got the difference.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back. Going for it all. And it's picked off in the end zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. On that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Eaton. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it, it's Royer. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. You got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He rifles one deep down the right side. Got room on the return. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Burton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The kick is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Anger. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's got it. First down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Duke.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That's caught. It's McCoy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Red pass, it's complete. Turns it on at midfield. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
To the air on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Blue Devils are on the move. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Burke. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. On the option. The offense coughs it up. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with
another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.